The Foundation for Catholic Education and the Montgomery County Advisory Council welcome you to the inaugural Montgomery County Hall of Fame Gala. For over 150 years, the Catholic schools in Montgomery County have enjoyed a rich tradition of spiritual formation and academic excellence. Tonight, we come together to celebrate the many gifts our Catholic schools in Montgomery County have provided us. Working with the Foundation for Catholic Education, the Montgomery County Advisory Council's mission is to leverage the EITC and OSTC programs and develop local marketing, enrollment, and fundraising strategies for our Montgomery County Catholic schools. In 2015-16, the Foundation distributed over $625,000, and over the past 6 years, the Foundation for Catholic Education has proudly distributed over $2.6 million in EITC, OSTC, and private contributions to over 2,500 students in the Archdiocese of Philadelphia. The Montgomery County Advisory Council has distributed over $45,000 to schools and students in the county. Tonight, we thank everyone in attendance for supporting the Montgomery County Gala as we honor those who have made outstanding contributions to Catholic education in Montgomery County and the Archdiocese of Philadelphia. The Foundation and Montgomery County Advisory Council are pleased to introduce our 2016 Hall of Fame honorees. Lorraine Ponticello, a faithful Corpus Christi parishioner who has volunteered her time for 40 years, raising over $2.5 million for the parish. Sue Ann Dudek, a dedicated kindergarten teacher at St. Aloysius School for 30 years, who continually inspired her students and colleagues. And Monsignor Joseph W. Murray, a longtime advocate for Catholic education and pastor of St. Stanislaus Parish for 20 years.
In today's world, the value of a Catholic education is more important now than ever.
What is the value of a Catholic education for children today? The same as it is, I think, for adults. Your education is incomplete if you don't have God in it.
Well, I think my Catholic faith has definitely turned me into a better person, a better caring person, not only for my own family, but for my church.
The value of my children's Catholic education was really just being able to talk about God and to know that God is there for them also, and to share that with one another.
It has definitely influenced. From the time I was a little girl, my mother always said to us that we should do for our church. And that's what I have done.
Once Joe and I decided that we were going to be married, I thought it was very important for our family, our future family, to be of the Catholic faith, to be of one faith altogether.
You learn what I think is a very basic importance, and that is the value of family, and how important family is to give to the children a start, of course, but also to help us older people in fulfilling God's will for them.
In kindergarten, we just really go with God loves each and every one of us, and He wants us to love one another also.
I definitely feel it's important to give back to the Catholic community. We are all members of the church, and the church does not survive on prayers alone.
I feel that it's really important to give back to the Catholic community because I think it's important for our students to have a well-rounded education.
We are a very active parish. I have always been blessed. I have made, I can't tell you how many wonderful friends, and they are my family.
So the whole notion of sacrifice, of what we believe Christ did, was Christ was a gift from God. He takes that gift, nourishes it, tenderly, cheerfully, have it grow, and then it gives it back to us.
I have encouraged others to join me over the years, and I have always been blessed at Corpus. No matter what event I have chaired, I have never, ever had a hard time convincing someone to join me.
So I think it's very important that what you people are doing in the foundation work. It is, I think it's a carrying out of the gospel. The Lord told us a long time ago, if you love me, you will keep my commandments.
There are so many negative things happening in our world that it's just important for them to have that faith as a background so that they can deal with whatever comes their way.
I celebrated managing bingo 39 years. Since I've been there, the program itself has probably made at least a couple $1 million.
I think the role of the council and the board is ever so important because there are parents that would love to have their children go to a Catholic school and they just can't do it. So for someone to step forward and give them that opportunity, it's just wonderful.
I believe it is very bright because parents today know the value of education, the value of a holding education. It's the whole person to be educated, not just the physical or the mental, but the spiritual.
Catholic education was important because both of us went to Catholic school, and naturally that would influence my girls, and he pushed them to do the very best.
I see it thriving. I feel like there's so many people that are looking for other options out there as far as education goes, and they're seeking out Catholic schools.
Parents today making tremendous sacrifices financially for the kid to go to Catholic schools. And I also see it in the spirit and the love for the schools which the young people have.
With the help of the board and the foundation, we would certainly love to try to grow our school, and the foundation is working with us to help make that happen. So without groups like the foundation, we would not be continuing, I'm sure.
It's definitely a sacrifice for the parents that do it, but it's a commitment.
Parents do what they think is best for the kid. I personally would try to make all the sacrifices I could to make sure my child had this whole education, a Christ-centered education. So I see a bright future for the Catholic school.
All I can say is, wow. When I found out that I was going to be honored, I at first was quite disbelieving, but very, very excited about it.
I almost fell off the chair. My first thing was an honor. To think that Maureen Lafferty thought that much of me, to nominate me was, I can't tell you how much it meant.
Humbled. Just to be part of this, why me? And one of the great gifts of being a teacher in the schools is getting to know people and getting to know the dear friends.
When my family found out that I was receiving this honor, they were very, very excited for me also.
They mentioned the fact that I guess all that work you've done over the years must have meant something.
I am so blessed to be at a place where I love to be, doing what I love to do.
I don't know how you measure a family reaction, but if it's one of a lot of good times, a lot of hugs, and a lot of we're proud of you, they felt pretty good about it, I think.
I thank all of my family for all of their support and help with me along the way, and they have formed me to be the person that I am today, and I am so unbelievably grateful for that.
The Foundation for Catholic Education and the Montgomery County Advisory Council congratulate our inaugural 2016 Hall of Fame class. We salute the passion, unwavering dedication, and energy they have brought to the many students and families in our Montgomery County Catholic schools.